If you're tight in any area of your body, then you need to try the 3 stretches that I'm gonna show you today. Hey there, Coach Tyler here, and this video is all about how to gain and improve flexibility as efficiently as you can. So, if you're tight in any area of your body, or if you're tight in all the areas of your body, I highly recommend you try these 3 stretches that I'll show you today. After all, you can do all 3 of them in under 5 minutes. So, to start, promise me this, that after this video is over, you'll take a second to mark 5 minutes off in your calendar for the next 2 weeks. That's it. Just 2 weeks, just 5 minutes. Because I know that if you can do the 3 stretches that you'll learn today every day for just 2 weeks, you'll be hooked on how great you feel. We have a deal? Yes? Okay, good. Let's jump straight into the 3 stretches. Stretch number 1, the German stretch. This stretch is called the German stretch, and it's one of my favorite upper body stretches because it stretches a lot of muscles that you're not used to stretching that are involved with you having good posture. Namely, the muscles of your chest, the muscles at the front of your shoulders, and the ability to bring your shoulder blades back and down into place, which all contribute to your posture going from this to your posture becoming this. So, practice the German stretch often, and here's how to do it with good form. Come into a seated position, bring your fingertips behind you, and point your fingertips backwards the entire time. From here, slowly bring your butt forward until you feel a really good stretch going from the front of your shoulder all the way down to your bicep and possibly into your chest as well. When you find that stretch, hold this position and try to think about lifting your chest. So instead of letting your shoulders round forward and down like this, think about pulling your shoulder blades back and pressing down and lifting your chest. That way you have good shoulder position and can feel the stretch even deeper into your chest muscles the whole time. Now, as it starts to feel a little easier, scoot your butt forward, scoot your feet forward, scoot your butt forward, scoot your feet forward. Repeat over and over again until you feel like you've gotten into a position where the stretch is as deep as you're going to go today. Now, in that position, it might feel like your elbows are fully locked and tight, so don't just try to fall out of this position. Instead, scoot your butt back, come to the top position, straighten your arms, shake it out, and then, once you finish that, let's go on to the next stretch, stretch number 2. Before we continue, I wanted to ask you for a quick favor. If you enjoyed this content so far and want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button right now and click that little bell icon. Okay, back to the next stretch. Stretch number 2, straddle side bends. All right, this stretch is called the straddle side bend, and it's one of my favorite multitask stretches because you're gonna stretch your upper body, your lats, even into your triceps, your obliques, and your hips all at the same time. So to do this exercise, start in a straddle position. So you can sit on the ground and just come forward and bring your legs as far apart as you can, but make sure you're on your sit bones. You shouldn't be leaning backwards like this. You should be able to hold a nice flat spine from a side angle. So if you see that side angle, you shouldn't be here like this to hold this position. You should be up on your sit bones like this with a nice little arch in your lower back and a flat spine. If you can't reach that position, go ahead and put some couch cushions or pillows or something underneath your butt. As you lift your hips up, it'll be easier to hit that position, okay? So don't be afraid to do this from a chair or whatever if you can't do this, okay? So legs as wide as possible. From there, tall through the top of your head. And what you're gonna do is you're going to lean this shoulder towards this knee, and you're gonna try to reach your opposite arm over to those toes. So it looks like this. Shoulder towards knee, this hand's gonna come across. You try to reach this arm over. If you're here, this is totally fine. If you're here, 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 whatever. It doesn't matter how far you can bend. The ultimate goal is to get your shoulder in front of this knee and your hand to touch this toe like this. So bringing this arm across, I like to kind of grab my hip and drop that elbow, reach this shoulder in front of this knee and grab the toe. And then you can even give the toe a little pull to get you deeper in the stretch and come back over to the other side. I know that's a lot. So again, if you're here, that's fine. If you're up on a chair and you're doing this, that's fine too. But the ultimate goal, bring that arm across, bring that shoulder in front of that knee, bring that arm over the top, give a little pull at the bottom position. And you want to take a big breath in as you come up and a big exhale, relaxing exhale as you come down. Hold for a second, big breath in as you come up, relaxing exhale as you come down. So as you can see, this is a killer stretch. Like I said, from all the way from this entire line down your arms into your hamstrings, into your groin muscles. So do this exercise slow and controlled. Practice it for about a minute or so. And if you can do this every day, it's gonna loosen up all the muscles of your groin, your spine, your obliques, your lats, everything, all at the same time. And it's a great complement to the first stretch I taught you to. So finish this up and then go on to stretch number 3. Before we wrap this up, I wanted to mention that if you like these stretches and you can see how good your body will feel if you're consistent with these moves, then make sure you click the link in the description below or check out warriormade.com where you can try our movement-based home workouts out for free. Inside, you'll get follow-along workouts that you can do from the comfort of your own home. And each workout is complete with movement-based warm-up stretches and exercises just like the ones in this video. This way, you can gain flexibility, strength, and confidence all at the same time. So just click the link below either now or after you finish this video and you can try it for free. Stretch number 3, the front bend. The front bend is a classic stretch that stretches all the muscles of your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves if you do it right. It can even elongate your spine if you're doing it correctly. So here's how to do it with good form. Bring your feet right underneath your hips with your toes facing straight forward. From there, hinge to the hips. Don't just collapse your upper back towards the ground. Instead, hinge to the hips, thinking about pushing your tailbone back to the wall behind you. Come down with a flat back as long as you possibly can until you feel your hamstrings get really tight. Now from there, if your back is nice and healthy, you can slowly start to round your back, starting with your lower back, working your way up to the upper back and into the head finally as the last place. You can cross your arms and use them and let them dangle as you kind of just breathe in and do long, relaxing exhales, trying to bring your elbows closer to your toes on every single repetition. Now, if you have a hurt back or any issues, keep your back flat the entire time, but your chin tucked, and simply hold this front bend position and feel the stretch mainly in your hamstrings and calves instead of all the way up your spine. There's nothing wrong with doing a flat back front bend like this. Do that until you've built up the strength and you've fixed any lower back issues you might have, and then you can move on to that full front bend. Now, if this is still not quite the stretch you want from it, you can bring your feet a little bit closer together and you can grab the backs of your ankles, or you can grab your hands behind your legs, or if you can grab your elbows behind your legs too. And the goal here is to provide a little bit of resistance so you're pulling your upper body even deeper with the eventual goal of being able to bring your forehead all the way to your shins, holding that full front bend the entire time. So practice a lot, go slow and controlled, hold the position, and try and do big, long, relaxing exhales. And practice this with the other 2 stretches I taught you, because these 3 are gonna give your body most of what it needs to be flexible and to feel amazing. There you have it. Now, like I said before, you can and should do these 3 stretches every single day. In fact, if you really wanna feel the difference that stretching can make in your life, just carve out 5 minutes a day for the next 2 weeks and hold each of these stretches for 60 to 90 seconds each. It will take around 5 minutes or less, and your body will be thanking you for it. From there, if you want to know 2 more stretches that you can add into your routine that you can literally do in bed to have a less achy body while you sleep, make sure you check out the next video right here, where I'll show you the best bedtime stretches to help you fall asleep with ease. I'll see you soon in that video.